batting, these are little cutouts that go on the bottom. So look for whoever's batting. So let's say number 5 is batting, just click on that, and then it'll throw him up right there.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And then when he's done, off. And then you switch back. So that's on the graphics thing. That's audio. This is audio. This is the camera feeds. That's graphics. Okay.
Okay. I can do that when someone's about to score.
Do it when they're batting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be going live soon. If you guys need me, just tap me. I'll take it off. But I can't talk to you with this on.
Alright. Oh, it's already ended. Huh? It's already ended. 2:30. Did it? Did the bell ring? Oh, I just realized I can't hear.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else. All are welcome to today's broadcast of this matchup between the St. Patrick's St. Vincent Bruins and the American Canyon Wolves. A very beautiful day here in American Canyon, California on this February 28th on Friday. And the first pitch is about to begin in just a few moments.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Might save my career.
Joined in the booth by Jason Roberts. We're now live. Jason, how are we doing today?
You know, it's a beautiful day today. You know, I'm ready for this action, home opener, and I'm excited.
That's awesome. Well, you have to remind me, last year we did St. Patrick's Day.
We did.
How did we do against that team last year?
Well, I mean, ego aside, we dominated. I mean, we won 13-0. We put runs up early and we gave up no runs. I mean, we just mercied them. So, I mean, hoping for a similar outcome this year, but it'll be a tough one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it is baseball. Football, or with a game like this, you expect that the pitching has to be sharp. Noah Johnson's on the mound. You don't see a lot of him, especially last year. What are you expecting from his arsenal? What does he have?
Well, this is a guy who's going to throw a lot of strikes. I mean, he's going to be competitive in the zone. He's going to keep his pitch count low. He's going to get us back in the dugout extremely quick. So that is definitely going to bring us a lot of momentum throughout the game.
That is awesome. Yeah, it looks like the throw down was just made. The Wolves coming off a very impressive win on Wednesday against
collaborate.
The Wilsey Wood Wildcats.
We'll just do collaborate, and then I can add
We
to
are
it.
just about to be underway. Jersey number 24, Christensen, the starting left fielder, is going to lead things off against Noah Johnson.
Funny story about Noah Johnson. He actually ate a worm at practice the other day for $20. Not sure what's going on there, but
Medicine.
I don't know what to do with this information, but the Worm Eater Johnson from the windup fires a first pitch ball low.
kind of adds to his personality of being an outdoorsman.
Which one should I do?
You know what?
when
I
they're
can
left scored?
picture him
They're facing
already
something.
saying what a good source of protein that worm must have been. The 1-0, low, 2 balls, no strikes. Now, was he getting cash? Did he have a gun or what?
I mean, Bradley Kepfer was the one paying him, so I doubt he ever got paid. But I mean, hopefully he gets his money. Unless he just ate a worm for nothing, I'm not sure.
You know what? It wasn't for nothing. I'm sure he enjoyed it. The 2-0 is low. So 3-0 to start the game.
I didn't realize it's
We have some extra help in the booth today. Janelle and Scarlett are helping out with this broadcast. So if you run into them in class, be sure to tell them what a wonderful job they did. Now the 3-0 from Johnson is right down Broadway. There's a called strike, 3-1.
Like Coach Hansen always says, the first one's always free when the 3-0 count. So that one was indeed free.
Yeah, he was taken all the way for sure. Now the 3-1 is going to be low. So that's how this game gets started. A base on balls for Christensen. Now that brings up jersey number 3, the starting shortstop, Mendez.
Uncharacteristic for Noah. Usually a guy who fills up the zone only.
First game of the season. Is going to be low. Start off the bat 1-0. It's a very full stadium today. Everyone's here in support of their Wolves. A very busy home opener. That pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Noah Johnson, way to make an adjustment. Probably spiked about 4 fastballs, so way to over-adjust and miss high this time.
Well, at least we know it's a good miss from Johnson. The 2-0 is in the zone. Strike 1.
We also call Noah Big Johnson. Another nickname we call him. Big J, Juicy J. You know, just like a bunch of nicknames to go around.
Well, now it becomes 3-0. I think Juicy J might be my favorite.
You like that one?
Simply because of the alliteration.
Oh, yeah.
And if he's a lumberjack, lumberjack, Juicy J.
Man of many things.
How does she go back?
And a vegetarian is not one of them.
Apparently not, unless you consider a worm.
It's a 3 and 6.
Well, it's not a fish.
I mean, he wears shirts that say meat eater, so, I mean.
Alright, well, back-to-back loss is how we start off this ball game. Noah Johnson immediately finding himself in just a little bit of trouble. Nothing that they can't handle.
Jeff Hansen with the stroll out here. I have a lot of experiences with this.
So let our viewers know, what exactly is Hansen telling the pitcher on the mound right now?
I mean, honestly, tell him by his mood and just like looking the way his head's turning right now, he's pissed. I mean, he's usually when this happens to me, I mean, he gets in my face, I can smell the coffee out of his breath, and then he says, "This is where we find out." But yeah, I mean, you know, I still have that question to this day. I don't know what we're trying to find out, but
You still don't know. Well, hopefully one day it becomes evident. I think he's trying to find out the grit and determination that Johnson may have. He's trying to get through this thing.
yeah. I still have a lot of questions for Hansen before I graduate. I gotta ask him before I leave.
Well, if you join the coaching staff, I'm sure also.
Oh, indeed.
You get a different perspective. Players to. But here is jersey number 9, the starting center fielder Smith. First pitch is lined down the left field line. That's a fair ball. 1 run being waved in. Here comes the throw. Cut off and safe. That ball's going to get away. It's in the backstop. So moving over to second to Smith. It's now a 1-0 ball game. So runners on second and third now. Still nobody out. And some trouble because this is now Thacker, the cleanup hitting third baseman, jersey number 10. First pitch, fouled away. So a hard line drive, just a few feet off the line for Smith. He had that single, but he advanced to second on the throw. Christensen comes all the way around the score. And Mendez is on third. Mendez, excuse me, is on third. That one is at the eyes. 2-1 the count. Johnson falling behind every batter this inning.
You know, staying ahead in the count is, I mean, it's really important. Now, hitter knows he's in the fastball count. This is the 4-hole. the hitter's thinking, oh, I'm about to swing for the fences, 2-0 fastball. I mean, that's what he got, and he's a bit late, but staying ahead is definitely a key to success, and when you're not ahead, it's pretty hard to have success. So.
Well, he's evened it out 2-2. That pitch is low. So, what do we expect from Johnson's last two? What does he throw?
He throws a thing called a splinker. You know, I'm not really sure what that is, but he says it's a splitter. I say it's a splinker. Everyone else says it's a splinker.
The payoff low. So that's going to load the bases. There is one out, so the double play opportunity is still present. But it's a very tough situation for the 5-hole hitting Mole. He's the designated hitter. His only job is to hit.
Yeah.
And this is the situation he wants to be in right now. The base is loaded. Early in the ball game, they're ahead 1-0. Johnson from the stretch kicks, pitches, and that's right at the wrists. Ball one. Not many opportunities to use the sprinkler yet. But that sounds like something he finds with worms. Get the worms.
You know,
Sprinkler.
I'm not sure actually. I mean, this guy's a mystery. He doesn't even text in the group chat. I mean, he rarely pulls up to our team bondings just because he lives in Fairfield. But you know, he's a man of many mysteries. So getting to know him was definitely interesting.
That one's gonna be fouled away.
Noah's a guy you can kind of like find in the mountains
I don't think there's any outside.
over the summer. I think he lives in the mountains. Not sure though.
I was reading yours, but nice pitch.
Yeah.
There's a good strike from Johnson.
Grab some pine. Meat.
All right, so that's gonna be the first out of the inning. Johnson, the lumberjack, doesn't work. Here is number 21, Brewer. Ooh, that's gonna hit him right in the back. Look out.
Which one do I click for that? If he gets to hit, which one does he click?
I mean, if you're gonna hit him, I mean, at least hit him hard. Coach Henson always tells me so. I mean, obviously hitting someone is not the greatest things, but at least you hit him hard.
Yeah, just to let him know, I guess. Thacker's going to move to second. Smith moves to third, and Mendez is going to score the second run of this 2-0 ball game. Here is jersey number 7 in the 7th hole, Peterson. He's starting second baseman. And Johnson has only retired one batter so far. He's allowed 4 free bases, 3 walks, and 1 hit by pitch. Lineup goes Johnson on the mound, Brown is catching, Harris is at first. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike, so a quick 0-2 for Johnson. Schmaling's over at second, Lopez at third, and Royce Hall gets the start at shortstop.
Matthew Schmaling might be my favorite player on the team.
Why is that?
You know, just his off the field, like, humor. You know, off the field, he's just a great guy. Always really nice and always giving the team a laugh. I mean, every single team needs a guy like Matthew Schmaling. We call him the Schmel Man.
Schmel Man. Well, he did say his name is Ooh, and swing you later with the bases loaded. Johnson gets Peterson to whiff on that one. So 2 outs on this game. 2 outs on the inning. Now here's number 12, Oraldi. He's the starting first baseman. The outfield is going to go Matias Garcia in left, Savon Sam in center, Cole Goler in right. That pitch is rolling away for ball 1. Yeah, Schmaling's the type of guy where he's definitely what we would call in corporate world a personality guy.
Indeed, he is. I mean, after losing Jaden Mendoza last year, I mean, kind of needed a guy with a lot of personality and like kind of like a character on our team, I say. And Matthew Schmaling filled that role perfectly. I mean, he even took his jersey number 3. So
that's true. The spirit of Jaden Mendoza was on through Schmaling is I remember last year, so if you're watching this broadcast right now, on the lower left above, you can see it's Noah Johnson's name. He's the one on the mound. But when you're batting, you have the batter's profile.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaden Mendoza had his height listed, I think, at like
7'2", 350?
7'2", 350. His favorite player was, of course, none other than Jaden Mendoza.
Himself? I mean, what's not to like about that guy?
Yeah.
Doing what? Matthew Schmeling fills that role perfectly.
Well, we can't wait to see what this season brings with Schmeling on the team. Now the pitch swung through and missed. He was underneath that shoulder-high fastball. 3-1 to count for Oraldi. Here's the 3-1. Oh, up and away. It's going to get away. And another run is walked in. So 3-0 as Smith comes around to score. So obviously not a great start, but Robert, I'm sure you're very aware of dealing with adversity on the mound. How do you compose yourself when you have bases loaded in the top?
You know, you're gonna have a built-up aggression from that, right? I mean, anytime you get up 3 runs in the first inning, you're gonna be pretty angry. It's just about how well you control that aggression. You don't want to get too emotional and start throwing the ball around, start hitting guys. Just lock in. You gotta focus on every single pitch and get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss from the 9-hole hitting Rizzo. Jersey number 4, the starting right fielder. And yeah, no, it can be a little different. I mean, when you're pitching good, obviously, but when you're in a situation like this, you have to be composed. You have to have what we call a deep focus.
Exactly.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The base is jammed here for Noah Johnson early in the top of the first, 3-0. And the 3-1 swung through and missed. He was underneath again. Now this one a belt high fastball.
Not a pretty swing by number 4, but fastball will get him.
Swinging on that one, fouled it straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count remains. Oraldi on first, Brewer on second, Thacker on third. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Right side of the field, Schmeling is calling everyone off. He camps under it.
The Schmel man.
The inning. The score is 3-0 in the middle of the first. So every in between innings, that's our sponsors. They need to play or those are going to be upset. Do me a favor, on the audio, click on that for me. Mute mine. Brown's going to start on deep left field. He's going to get caught. For out number 1. Mason when it goes, here's a throw down, safe. So that's going to hit flag away. Harris gets a free base, so we can go to the next batter. He reaches on a walk. Now we're going to adjust some technical difficulties. Just 1 moment, folks. Test, testing, 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 testing. So now batting is number 4, Andre Lopez.
Could I pay food because I didn't bring any food. Chicken. Chicken guy, the place here. Okay. Okay.
Runner goes uncontested, so he's going to stand up at second.
There we go. 2 ducks, kid.
What do you want from chicken?
It's a graph. Get to it right here.
Okay, I'll show you. Okay.
Tell her I'll pay her back too.
So what?
I'll pay her back.
Oh no, it's okay.
No.
We're just sharing.
Now the pitch way upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
No, it's not Jillian. My parents are.
Oh, I'll pay them back.
No,
I'll
it's
give you the
okay.
money.
They're fine. They always like get me and my friends food.
Lopez, the cleanup hitter, runners in scoring position. The pitch swung on, line drive off the middle. 1 run's going to score. Harris is being waved in. Here comes the throw, the slide, safe. He makes it standing. With 1 swing of the bat, Lopez has made this a 1-run game.
Period.
It's on Did
So
he get a
Hall
double?
scores the first run. Harris came in from second to score the second run. And advancing to second on the throw is Lopez. He hit a single but advanced on the throw. Nobody on first. One out now for jersey number 10, Noah Johnson. He's the starting pitcher with a big enough bat to hit for himself. No designated hitter needed. Mr. Johnson, ooh, and Lopez had to scurry back to the bag, no throw. Lopez sat back on that last pitch and just lined it up the middle, which is very impressive. It was a two-hopper up the middle. First pitch to Johnson. It's a strike. Excuse me, it's a ball, high. Hayden Roberts has rejoined his team in the dugout. A very exciting matchup. The next pitch is inside. Johnson, very patient. He waits on it. 2-0 the count. It looked close, but it wasn't inside curveball that found its way in.
Did you guys get the cheers?
Yeah, cafeteria, Mr. Borba.
There you go.
Now the 2-0. High. 3-0 the count for Noah Johnson.
Hey, you got it.
Two balls put in play. One deep out by Dylan Brown. And then
That's so cool.
2 RBI single from Lopez.
Lucky calls.
Johnson now looking to be the third. 3-0 the count. You know he's going to be patient. It has to be perfect for a swing from this man. It's not perfect, but close enough. He sees a strike. 3-1 the count. And you can see Johnson's graphic on the bottom right, jersey number 10. He shows the black and gold. Very stylish. Now the 3-1 is outside, so Johnson draws the walk. That's going to bring up Savon Som with 2 on and 1 out. And now a meeting on the mound. So Johnson no longer at the plate. Now is jersey number 2, Savon Som.
Go to one of the pictures. Oh, never mind. They're back.
Som facing off against Listner. Listner on the mound. It's a southpaw. It's a nasty movement pick. Now the runners are going to go. Double steal, no throw. Both safe, and the go-ahead run now stands in scoring position. There's a steal from Lopez and Johnson.
But I wouldn't say running back
Now
to
the
the
1-0. Ooh, it gets... No, dead ball from the umpire, so...
Patience, Machi.
Speaking of the devil,
Here's Matias Garcia.
speaking of the dread,
Savon Som gets hit by a pitch to load the bases. Som on first, Brown's on second, Lopez on third, Garcia at the plate.
Take the guys out.
Yeah, they're gone. That's a glitch.
I read long ocean characters, not like
They really are. It's just
That
glitching.
first pitch is high. Garcia lays off of it.
I don't like how they're
1 ball, no strikes. A 3-2 ball game. The tying run's on third. The go-ahead run is on second. The pitch swung on and tapped back to the pitcher. A double play ball. The throw to home. He's out. The throw to first is not going to be in time. So they're going to get 1 out from the play. 2 outs on the inning. The bases are still loaded for Cole Gold.
Mr. Brown. Ah. Wait, what? Why did it do that? They still have 3. Wait, ask him how to do it went out. Tapping.
A tapping? How do you do a tapping?
Because it went.
So Kogo is at the plate. The bases are still loaded with 2 outs.
Okay. Over here.
Here's Cole Goler. Jersey number 14. He lines one. Deep left field, but the left fielder is camping under it, and that's going to end the inning. So the score is now 3-2 as we head into the top of the second.
Play this, right?
Yeah, that's good. It's delayed.
Yeah, I know. That's good. Classic American Steakhouse. This one? Yeah. Well,
There's other ones too.
there's other ones?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's no other ones.
How we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Can the broadcast hear me?
Right now, are we muted?
No.
I can't hear myself in the headphones.
All right, Caden. How are we doing right now?
We're doing great, I guess.
Well, Mike Terrell has just entered the ball game. Noah Johnson exited. Looks like there's a runner on first. He's via walk.
Yes, 4-pitch walk. No, couldn't find it today. I mean, beginning of the season, it's going to happen.
Especially for a young man who spent most of last year as the backup catcher and an outfielder. You know he has an arm, but he just hasn't yet gotten the experience of translating that arm onto
The mound, exactly. Everything takes practice. He'll get it.
Huh? Which one's number 15? Oh, pitcher.
All right, so Mendez waits on deck. He walked back in the first inning, and he scored the second run of the
See everybody,
Yeah, a lot of maturity from Big Mike over the past year. So, just seeing him grow up, I'm just so proud.
This pitch from Terrell is going to be a swinging strike. You can see it too. You know, he's got that young buck energy. He's ready to kick and fight. The moment he gets everything coordinated and synced up, he's going to be a devastating ball player. But right now, he's in and out. There's the runner. Here's the throw. Good stop from Schmeling to avoid going in the center, but that's going to be a stolen base.
You know, Big Mike is a guy. Last year was probably, running up the radar going to like what 65. I mean, nowadays he's running it up to, almost 80. So this is a guy who was just in the lab this whole offseason.
You can hear it from here. He's got a very heavy fastball. It's a loud pop into that. The brand new mitt of Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown spent a lot of last year as shortstop with Jacob Mendoza as the catcher. Now Brown is back there in the squat. That just shows an athlete as well. I mean, that's something Buster Posey did. He played shortstop all throughout college in Florida State, I believe it was.
Yes, he did.
Transitioning to catcher in his last year. That butt is going to be fouled away. Only one clean hit today for St. Patrick. They fouled everything off, but really those 3 runs were just a matter of 3 bases and lack of pitching. St. Patrick hasn't quite had the chance to see a ball.
Yeah, I mean, free bases are going to kill you as a team, so limiting free bases is what we need to focus on right now.
For Mendoza, he stands still and belongs to the batsman. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Set the pitch, and the full house wins. Mendez draws a walk.
Not a terrible walk. I mean, now we have a force at any base.
Yeah, walk to start the inning doesn't kill you. After a stolen base, now it gets the force on, gets some pressure off of the infield. So the ground ball, they can go anywhere they like. Here's number 9, Smith. He hit a single back in the first inning. That one is in the dirt and stopped. Good back pick from Brown. Typically you want to block, but on a ball that bounced that far out in front of home plate, Brown had no choice. That one off the letters. Well, that was strike.
Not sure if I agree with that, Rosal.
Looks like 1-1 on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch up high. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on side. Right center field. That's in the air. That's going to be Goller who's going back. Goller makes the grab. Tagging third and simply moving over is Mendez. Christensen. Mendez stays put at first. Smith with the sac fly for the first out of the inning. So now runners on first and third, running on second. So a much needed first out. A chance to roll a third here. First back here. The runner goes, the throw down's going to be cut off. Nobody's scored by that, but a well executed play.
Well executed. I think that's just run in high school so much. I think we should just throw out the runner at second. I mean, third baseman's already frozen.
It's just have to arm strength, really.
Yeah.
It's a race against the clock.
Yeah. I mean, we have Dylan Brown behind the plate. I mean, I think we got them beat on arm strength.
The count now. Mayfield's playing in, looking on the ground. They're going to try to come home. We'll check the runner. That one is fouled way out of the That's a foul ball from this team. They're seeing it. They're seeing it. They're just trying to run into one square. But this full house belongs to the pitcher. Terrell whipped himself back from 3-1. Now here's the 3-2. It's low. And Thackeray reaches the full house. He draws a walk. That's something I noticed with baseball. It's very contagious, with the vibes going on. And I was covering a game with Solano College where they were missing a key bat, and all of a sudden nobody could get a hit.
Yeah. Well, baseball is a game of confidence, and I think if you're losing that key bat or your best player, I mean, your confidence levels probably won't be where it's at usually at. So.
New looks from a lot of pitchers in today's game. That one's going to be line to left field. Matias Garcia is going to make the grab, and that keeps the runner at third. Great play from the left fielder for the second out.
You know, throwing strikes, making your defense work, that's what's going to win us ball games. And, you know, we struggled to do that in the first inning, kind of in the second inning too. But I like the way Big Mike is, you know, trending the direction he's trending towards. Let your defense make plays, Coach Henson says.
Yeah, because there's no defense against walks. There's no defense against
Absolutely not.
And that can start to mess with your hitting too, because when you're standing out there on defense with nothing going on, and you're waiting for your at bat, your bat is going to get cold when a lot of walks take place. Okay, key to limits here. Swing, missed. Good pitch from Terrell. He's doing a good job coming in as the fireman. They're down by 1 run in this ball game, and that's no impossible climb for this Bulls offense. Ooh, now that's going to hit Brewer right in the left elbow guard, so he's going to take his 3 base and 1 run's going to score.
I thought about that as I was driving past. Because when I come back from there's all these farm stands. I passed 2 farm stands.
So 4-2 the score is. Peterson struck out in the first inning. Now he's back in here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And this is the kind of situation you fantasize about. You want to be in a situation where the bases are loaded and 2 outs, all that pressure's on you. It's a good situation for Mike Terrell, the pitcher, as well. improve himself and get out of this inning. Now he fires a low strike. Get ahead of the batter, 0-1 to count. At the shoulders, 1 ball, 1 strike. Step off.
Chloe, to the mic.
Now, high school doesn't have limits on disengagements from the rubber.
I believe not. I know they added a pitch clock this year. I mean, not sure how much they're going to enforce it, but
It's interesting. They did add a pitch clock at the college level. There's a pitch clock now in Toronto College. I don't see one here. Something that's not going to be too easy to enforce if there's no visible.
When this one goes away, that's why she's
Swung on, line drive, foul. So 2 balls, 2 strike, 2 out. Toronto with a chance to get out of it. Now the batter calls time.
Driving myself crazy. I was like, I know I brought it. There it is.
Terrell gets out of the inning. The score is 4-2 as we head into the bottom of the second.
Alright, we'll be right back. I got to get in these guys' head.
If you want to stay there, feel free to, okay?
I'll come back out for
For the top of the third? All right, cool. How we doing? You guys having fun? Yeah? Okay, cool. You understand a little more about baseball? A little bit. Well, you know what they say with live deliveries, right? Go on, just wait a second. We are in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch is swung on down the line, fair ball from Schmeling. Schmeling is looking for 2. He's gonna slide. Safe. A leadoff double. That's a exactly what you want to see. Just a two-hopper down the line. And a runner in scoring position. This song is a classic. Two outs. Ball one. Listener on the mound. Kicks, fires, swung on. Down the left field line. Foul.
Level it out, kid.
You might be on dope.
So Brown, he's got a 1-1 count. And that pitch is roll upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Going down in the first inning, flew out to left field. He was looking for his first hit of the game. The 2-2, low, good take, so, excuse me, 3-1. A good hitter's count. Brown's not going to let the bat leave his shoulder unless it's a perfect pitch. Now, that's low, and Brown draws the walk. That's going to send Mason Harris to the plate with 1 on and 2 outs. Hard hit, 3-hopper to the shortstop across the diamond. And they got him. So that's going to end the inning. 4-2, the score remains as we head to the top of the third. Thank you. That's perfect. Get me fired if you don't play those out. I'm just
I
kidding.
clicked play. Why did shake it? What? I don't even know why it like moved. Oh shoot. Oh, skip it. No,
Alright, those cameras are gone now. We're going to use everything else. So just stay there, okay? And then if a ball's hit, yeah, do whatever you want. But those cameras are gone. I don't, because I'd have to get the ladder to get back up there.
oh, it's all the way up?
Yeah,
I thought it was
it's
right.
those two right over there. Do you see them?
Oh,
You have to
it's
stand
on-
up. It's those two right there.
Wait, oh, I thought it was like on the bottom.
I can't reach those.
Oh, alright.
So, yeah, just play around with it. It's alright. Oh, take Dylan Brown off.
Oh shoot. I keep leaving them on there.
Yeah, okay. Just make sure that these are always on. Take that one off. Okay. You gonna meet me? All right, welcome back to the top of the third inning.
Top of the third.
Rowdy is going to lead things off. He walked back in the first and then got stranded at first. Mike Terrell is the pitcher against O'Reilly.
Terrell working from the windup. And he fires a strike. Was that not speed?
It was.
It was. So what does Mike throw? Do we know?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. You can just tell just the way he digs in his glove before he throws. I mean, still a learning curve for him.
Yeah, and those are the types of tells that you definitely want to relay to your teammates. That was last pitch with the ball. Now he swings at this one and skies it to Matias Garcia out in left field for the first out. That goes down as an F7 in the books. Here is Rizzo, the starting right fielder. Jersey number 4. Now the kick and the pitch, swung on, line drive center field, that's going to drop for a hit. So ambushing is Rizzo, and he's going to reach on a single. So these bats have really come along. You can see that they're feeling comfortable up there. This Bruins team, St. Patrick, St. Vincent, they're located out near Glen Cove in Vallejo. Oh, look out. Dead ball, foul ball is what the home plate umpire is going to call it. Home plate umpire's name is Tim Zerville. The field umpire's name is Rick Daniels. Thank you to those fine gentlemen for officiating this ball game. So Christensen showed bunt, but fouled it. So he has to step back into the box. Rizzo over at first. He's very eager to run. Now the ball's going to be slapped down the right field line. That's going to drop for a hit. Goer's got it. He's juggling with it, and he fires it in, but that gives enough time for Rizzo to move all the way to third. Now to throw to second, and they got him! Great play from Andre Lopez. Christensen got greedy. He saw all the chaos going on at third. He tried to sneak into second, but no. So Andre Lopez.
This game's just a big game of catch. Coach Brown wants to say.
One big game of catch. All right. Yeah, he couldn't draw it up any better. He goes 9-5. There's a straight throw, no cut. So Rizzo does move all the way to third safely. Christensen got the single down the line, but was thrown out trying to advance.
Definitely is needed momentum for the AC.
Line 5-4 for the second out. Mendez. Now it's a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Terrell sets the kick and the pitch. Swung out foul. This is a very eager lineup. They're throwing their bat at anything in the zone. They're not taking a lot of pitches. They're not looking at anything.
Very aggressive.
A very aggressive batsman for the St. Patrick, St. Vincent Bruins. The 2-2 fouled off again. The count's going to stay 2-2. All right, low and away, so his full house belongs to the batsman. He worked himself after falling behind, I believe, 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2. 2 straight balls from Mike Terrell.
The kick, pitch, swung on, foul. So the count stays 3-2. Full house still belongs to the batsman. Another foul ball. Now, the scoreboard is showing 4, but I do believe I have 5 in my books. We're gonna have to clarify that later, just before I make any permanent markings. But 3 balls, 2 strikes in this 4-2 game as of right now. Oh, and the full house wins the battle. Mendez draws a walk. Oh, tough pitch, tough at bat for Terrell, but I mean that's all in the zone. He didn't miss poorly at all, and that was a great last pitch. But regardless, that puts runners on the corners. A pair of snake eyes for the Bruins.
That's what always happens. Everybody in the room died all together. So they all automatically, yeah. So that's really strange.
Here's jersey number 9, Smith. He's a starting center fielder. He had a single in the first inning, and he had a sacrifice fly in the second. He ended up scoring the 3rd run of the ball game for the Bruins.
And this is definitely their guy in the lineup. Since he's pieced up every single ball, every single at bat. So.
Ooh, that one at the eyes. Smith ducks away from it. You don't realize how much baseball players just stare at death. I mean, that ball is moving. Basically, if it was on the freeway, it'd be a speeding ticket. Pick off to first, safe. But, well, as a pitcher, too, I mean, you know, those comebackers, when you have to throw your glove up in desperation. Have you had any comebackers in your career?
I have not, thankfully, fingers crossed, but I definitely came close. I mean, I had one that grazed my hair.
I grazed your hair. Just smelling death at that point.
You get used to it.
You do. I mean, in the batting cage, too. I've had a few zip my ear.
Yeah.
Throwing batting practice. Swung on, in the air, down the right field line. They're going to chase after it, but it's going to drop in foul territory. So 3-1 the count.
3-0 hat from number 9. Green light from the coach. Don't see that too often.
Well, as you said, Smith is their guy. He's made contact twice today in back-to-back innings. This is his 3rd at-bat here in the 3rd, so St. Patrick, St. Vincent's really had the chance to keep the line moving. Everyone in the lineup today has seen some action. Terrell now sets. The kick and the pitch is fouled away, so this full house belongs to the pitcher. 3-2 after Terrell fell behind, 3 balls and no strikes. Smith trying to stay alive with 2 outs here in the 3rd. Got it at second. Great throw from Dylan Brown, ends the inning.
Is that you for today?
I can do one more. I'm always at the top.
Yeah, it's top of the 3rd, so you'd be coming back for the 4th?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, cool.
Is this
See you later. It is now, because of that last stop.
Hey, get it started, Trey.
All right, ready to send us back, please? Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. Andre Lopez is leading things off. He hit a single back in the first inning, and he stole a base, but he wasn't able to score before the inning ended. So now here he is against Logan Lothar. Logan Lothar, the left-handed pitcher from the St. Patrick's St. Vincent Bruins. He misses high on that ball. 1-0 the count for the cleanup hitter. Lopez had that great play over at third. He threw out the batsman, the battered runner who was trying to advance to second. Now the 1-0 from Listener. Swung on and missed. He was early on that pitch. It was a curveball. Lopez swung underneath it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lopez with a tall stance. Here it is. It's low and inside. 2-1 the count. Popped up. That's going to stay in the infield. It looks like the pitcher, Listener, has it, and Listener gets the first out. Here's Noah Johnson. He was a starting pitcher. He's going to stay in as a designated hitter. The pitch swung on and missed. Another slow off-speed pitch that Johnson was early for. So a good curveball from Listener, especially from a left-handed pitcher. Batsmen don't often get the chance to see this angle. Now, that one is a line drive, left center field, but the center fielder camps underneath it for the second out. Here's Savon Som. Savon Som was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Still yet to record an official at bat. Now he looks at that nasty curveball for a strike. Again, Listener really showing off that curveball. It can be very hard to hit when he pairs it with a fastball in the same location. Now, here it is, a fastball that misses up and away. Here's the 1-1. Up and away. Listener is part of the Philippine Baseball Organization. He's going to be heading down to Los Angeles for the Filipino World Series, along with some of the players in the American Canyon squad as well. That's a very fun tournament. All the Filipino baseball players from America, Canada, and even some from the Philippines compete in that tournament. Now that ball is going to be skied. The left fielder is calling everyone off, and that's going to end the inning. The score stays 4-2 as we head to the top of the fourth.
Like
What's the mood in the dugout right now?
Everyone's hella angry.
Yeah? Why? At who or with what?
They're just angry at like the swings that we're, stuff we're swinging at and the stuff like our swing, just like we're popping shit up.
Popping it up, yeah. All right, ready to come back, please?
It's actually 5-2. It's actually 5-2.
It is?
Is it?
I don't know. I had Mendez score, but I could be wrong.
What was that first inning?
In the second.
Second? There's 2 runs that scored in the second?
I think there was. Well, thank you for joining our conversation. Welcome back to the Wolves Baseball broadcast. Again, my name is Coach Rasal. I'm joined with Caden Roberts, one of my players. And leading things off, jersey number 9, Smith. So he gets the bat again because Mendez got caught stealing. So Smith steps back up there with a fresh count. No longer fresh, 1 ball, no strikes. And the Wolves trying to pick themselves up here. I mean, the Wolves are no doubt a good team, but when they're falling behind like this, it's a real test of their adversity.
I mean, we knew at the beginning of the season we were going to face some type of adversity. Just didn't know when, and this is where we're facing adversity, you know. This is where we find out if we're going to beat ourselves or we're not going to beat ourselves.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's exactly it. You have to be able to come back. Not every game is going to start off hot. And this is a type of game where you're looking uphill and you have to scratch and claw your way up. But this team is very determined. They're all locked in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, up the middle for a base hit. It was past the diving Royce Hall, who had a good slab at it, but just out of reach. So that still gives the opportunity for a double play. Should anything be on the ground, but this is Thacker. He's walked twice today. Jersey number 10, starting third baseman. Thacker likely isn't going to hit anything on the ground. Terrell's going to have to pitch him low. But even if he pitches low, Thacker can scoop it up, golf swing. That pitch is going to be fouled away. The runner was in motion. So we'll see if Smith tries to steal or do anything fancy over at first. Keep an eye on him. The shadows are just starting to creep in. Right now the shadow is right on home plate.
Right field, I think this is one of the hardest positions here in AC. The sun coming right over the bleachers of the football field. Just all you see is the sun in right field.
Yeah, I mean, last year it got the nickname the Sunfield just because of how hard it is to play. Archie Hilsebeck made it look way too easy. Where now Dylan Brown is concerned about the runner at first. He clutched over there.
Archie Hilsebeck actually is in the stands somewhere. Yes, it can.
We'll see if we can get him in the booth. Now the ball's going to be swung out on the ground to Willis Hall. He's going to go to first, and they got the out there.
Great play.
Great play from the shortstop. Smith is going to move over to second. He's safe there. So that leaves 1 on and 1 out for Moak. Or Moelk. Jersey number 14, the designated hitter. He struck out in the first and he lined out in the second. It's a good play from Royce Hall. Only his, that's his first put out today. It's always a good feeling to get a touch on the ball, especially on defense. That's not necessarily something that's guaranteed for you throughout the game. Well, if you're out short, you're guaranteed at least 1, but if you're out first, you're guaranteed to catch a bunch of throws. But if you're in the outfield, you can go a whole day without touching the ball.
But when there's action in the outfield, I mean, there's action.
Yeah, it's a scramble when something reaches the outfield. Everybody's moving. So jersey number 14, the designated hitter, Mohawk, takes that outside pitch, so that's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. But again, it's a scramble. If Mohawk hits one in the outfield, they could do a cut 4, where the cutoff man are trying to get the runner on second out at home. If it's in the corners, they do a cut 3 and forget about the runner, because he's going to score no matter what. Even on a single, right to the outfielders. Everyone on the infield has their own jobs. How would you explain it for non-baseball viewers?
Explain what?
Let's say there's the situation right now. 2 runner in scoring position. Well, that ball's going to be grounded, cut off by the first baseman Harris, who throws it away. Safe at first, and the run's going to score. Well, that was a tough play. I mean, Harris came all the way out to where second base was. Terrell did a good job covering first, but it was just a tough throw.
Yeah, tough throw. I mean, that really isn't no man's land, so could have went either way. I mean, Mason could have got it. Schmelman could have got it. I mean, it's just a tough play.
I'm not the baseball.
Yeah, no man's land indeed. I mean, with a field as big as a baseball field, there are little pockets of no man's land that everyone else can get lucky to find here and there. And that was just a perfect example of no man's land. I mean, Harris could have let it go, but then you never want to be a defender looking at the ball go right past you. If you can take a stab at it, you're going to catch it. But
Exactly. We'll always take the aggressiveness over.
well, we're going to cut to a break with a new pitcher.
Number 9, right?
All right, we're muted.
Okay, so he was safe at first on an air, what would you say is an error?
Error on Mason.
E1?
Test. Test, test, test. Hopefully I fixed it. Test. Test. Test.
No, it's a Halloween costume.
Is it hard? Is it hard to be on the sidelines?
I'm sick of watching this shit.
Yeah, tough game. Tough game. Tough, 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 tough. All right. Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. The first pitch is going to be fouled away, 0-1 the count. The new pitcher, Matias Garcia. He's on the mound. We're getting our first chance to see what he's got on the mound in this season. 2 foul balls, so he's pounding the zone. That's always a good sign. Over in left field is Noah Johnson. Center field stays Savant Sam. Cole Goller stays in right. A pitch. Swung on, the little dribbler. It's going to be Lopez who cuts it off. Slinging sidearm throw. Got him! Wow, what a play. Beautiful. It was tough for Hall to come in because of the runner. The runner was right in front of Hall, so he wasn't able to come in and make the play. Lopez scooped it and had the 360 to get the throw off. Very impressive. So Brewer's out on the 5-3 for the second out. Here's Peterson, jersey number 7. Peterson struck out twice today. Once in the first and again in the second. Now Garcia from the windup fires another ground ball. This time to Lopez, who has it again. A much easier throw. Oh, and it's dropped! And safe at first. And the ball's going to get away from the pitcher. So now he moves to second. So he reached on a single. No, he reached on an error and advanced on another error. 2 errors. No runner on third. The score is now 6-0. And still only, no, excuse me, there's 2 outs. So 2 outs and a runner on second for number 12, Peterson. Wow, what a tough sequence of events there. So, Uraldi walked in the first and he flew out to left field in the third. Here he is in his third at bat, and that's going to be low. His third plate appearance. No, excuse me. Yeah, third plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 today. And there's a called strike. So 2-1 to count. Matias Garcia, though, he's doing great. I mean, he's been throwing balls. He's been throwing strikes that have been hit on the ground. So balls in play, but on the ground, and he can't really ask for more. Oh, now the pickoff gets past the center fielder, and he's going to score easily. So this is the type of game you're going to remember for the rest of the season. I think as sort of your wake-up call of sorts.
No matter the outcome of the game, I mean, it is still early, still only the 4th inning, but just the start of this game, I mean, it's like the ripple effect. I mean, one error is always going to lead to another. I mean, it all starts off by like the pitcher having strikes.
Yeah, not an easy sight. Not at all. 12 Araldi has a full count. This one belongs to Matias. Swinging a foul ball. A nice loud doing right off of the metal fence. That doesn't happen too often. So Matias Garcia has the full house. The pitcher has the full house. Garcia nods, kicks and fires, and that's low. So ball 4. It looks like the batter forgot the count. He had to look at the umpire for approval to go to first base. Not a bad pitch at all. It was close enough, but not for 3-2. Here's Rizzo. He was put out in the first, and he had a single in the third. Now he swings at the first offering and skies it to center. And Savan Sam is going to end the inning on that catch. The score is now 6-2 as we head into the bottom of the 4th. Tough. Thank you for your help today.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, yes, Scarlett, can I ask you a favor? Can you put the game on your phone and just listen to it and tell me how that sounds? So it's on YouTube, ACHS Wolves Baseball. And just tell me if like it still sounds distorted or whatever, because I'm trying to figure it out. Test.
There's 20 people watching right now, guys.
20 people. Wow.
Oh, dang.
Okay, I'm ready to come back, please.
Is it crunchy? Is it crunchy?
Is it the microphone?
It's something with this box. I need to figure it out.
Anyways, am I unmuted? You're right, please. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to the Wolves Baseball broadcast. We're here in the top of the bottom of the fourth inning. Garcia is going to lead things off. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Now he takes a big bender of a curve for strike one. And the pitch swung on and skied deep right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And it's at the wall. Garcia's turning around the Jets. He's headed for three. The throw, the slide, safe. And a leadoff triple for Matias Garcia.
Maybe it's about a fall.
So excuse the camera shaking. The parents get a little excited sometimes and they'll shake the fence. But nothing we can do about that. That's just the excitement of the baseball game. Here's Cole Goller. He flew out to the right fielder back in the first inning. Here he is in the second at bat of the day, second plate appearance. So 7-2. 7-2 the score is. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth. And the Wolves are trying to climb themselves back. Swing, and there's a ball in the air. Bermuda Triangle. Oh, it's going to drop. It was between the center fielder, the right fielder, and the second baseman. And for some reason, it was the second baseman who extended his glove out, trying to make the difficult behind-the-back grab, and it dropped. So an RBI single for Cole Goller makes it 7-3. Oh, oh. Sorry. Yeah. Hi. What are you doing here?
I was stopping by.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I've had help today. Some student volunteers. Thank you.
That's taking your mom right now.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here.
I can only be here for an hour though.
Okay. An hour? You're gonna stay for a whole hour? Okay. No, that's okay. The output's muted. Right?
No, well, like, I hear it on my phone.
All right, welcome back to the Wolves Baseball broadcast. A new pitcher here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1 run's already scored. It's jersey number 22 for the Bruins. This is Carey. And that pitch is high. It pops in and out of the mitt, and goalie's going to get to second standing. So Matthew Schmeling, he had a double back in the second to lead off the inning. Goaler in scoring position over at second. The pitch, low and away, good eye from Schmeling. 3-0 count. I'm certainly looking for something in the zone. Now the pitch. There's a called strike. Schmeling didn't like it, so he has the ability to lay off. Now he's waiting for another perfect pitch down the middle. If it's not, he's not swinging. 3-1 the count. The runner goes. Strike on the pitch. Safe at third is goaler. So, this full house belongs to the pitcher after Carey fell behind 3 balls and no strikes. Schmeling having to defend. Here's the payoff. Swung on and skied. Left field. Goalie's going to tag. Here's the throw. Safe! Standing by the time the ball even got there. So goalie with a very productive trip around the bases. He had a single, a pass ball, a stolen base, and then he scored on the sack by Schmeling, so can't get better than that. So 7-4, and all of a sudden this game is within reach. Here's Royce Hall. He was hit by a pitch in the first and scored the first run of the game for the Wolves. He also flew out to left field in the second inning. And what's impressive about that sac fly to left from Schmeling was it wasn't even that far, and Goaler somehow was able to score with ease. That ball is smacked on the ground to the first baseman, who takes it to the bag unassisted for out number 1 of the inning. Sorry, out number 2. Of course, Schmaling's sac fly was out number 1. Here's Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown full out to left, and he walked in the second. Here he is in the fourth. He watches that curveball fly behind him. The 1-0. Swung on and skied to center field, but they're camped under it. That's going to end the inning. The Wolves tack on 2 more runs, 7-4 as we head into the top of the 5th. Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. Matias Garcia still on the mound. First pitch fouled straight back. So batting is the leadoff batsman Christensen. And the Shadows now have reached the pitcher's mound. That can be very hard on the batsman to hit, because the ball starts in the 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch starts in the light and then comes into the shadows. So it's really difficult right now for the hitters to see what's going on, which is exactly why Christensen swung at that fastball over his head. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garcia winds. The kick and the pitch is a comebacker, one hopper right to the pitcher, who handles it astutely and gets the first out. That's going to go down as a 1-3 in the books. And here is Mendez. Mendez has had 3 walks today. No at-bats for this young man. Now he's against Matias Garcia, who stands in the light and fires low and away for ball 1. And that one is outside as well, 2-0. The outfield remains the same. Lopez and Hall on the left side of the field. Harris and Schmeling on the right side. Brown still catching. On deck is number 9, Smith. He's due up this inning. And in the hole is Thacker, should any of these two men reach, in Mendez or Smith. Now, the pitch to Mendez is at the shoulders, 3 balls and no strikes. So, at the shoulders, just above the strike zone for 3 balls. Now the pitch is in the zone. It was right off the belly button, so a sure strike right down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike for Garcia. Ooh, and that one down low, just under the knees. So Mendez gets his free base after the 4th ball. A runner on first with 1 out gives a lot of options for outs. They could pitch for a strikeout or a pop-up, obviously. But anything on the ground, they could throw to second as well to get the force. That was hit high in the air, deep left field, and that's going to drop. 1 run's going to score for sure. Smith is digging for 3, and he's going to get there safely. Wow, that was one of the hardest hit balls today. Right in the gap, right in front of that 370 foot marker. He probably hit that 360. And what a big hit by Smith. Mendez comes all the way around from first to score. And that makes it 8-4. Here's Thacker. He's got a runner on third with 1 out. Now the pitch. Swung on hard hit, line drive up the middle. Smith comes in to score the 9th run of the game. The Bruins dugout getting very hyped. Thacker with an RBI single stands on first. Here's Malok, the designated hitter, jersey number 14. So we're in the 5th hole now. Malok struck out in the first, lined out to left field in the second, and he reached on an error in the 4th where he got stranded at first. So he's looking for his first clean hit of the day. He's put 1 in play already. Matias Garcia sets. The pitch fouled away. And the Bruins are doing a really good job of hitting the ball to all fields. That last one is just straight up the middle. There's no defense against a liner, right back to the pitcher. Now that one is scooped at and in the Wolves' batting cage. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. Ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's still 1 out. Fouled away. So because there's a runner on first, anything on the ground, they're going to throw to the second to try to turn a double play. That's if Malak doesn't hit a triple, just like Smith did in his at-bat with a runner on first. But Garcia does a good job of pitching the contact. Now that one is driven way down the line foul. Garcia does a good job of pitching the contact. A lot of the times when they hit off of Garcia, it was on the ground. So if he can keep it low and not make any mistakes high, they have a chance to get out of this inning. Ooh, and that one gets away from Brown. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moving over to second is Thacker on that wild pitch. And down low, so this full house belongs to the batsman. He worked his way back after falling behind 2-2. Garcia kicks and pitches, and that one is slapped out in the air, foul territory, and Harris makes the play out in foul territory. 2 outs. Well, ground ball. Hall has it. The throw across the diamond. Not in time. Well, it was a good effort. I mean, Lopez had to dive for it, and Hall was there as backup, and he still had to make the throw, but either way, it was a single. So Brewer stands on first. Thacker's on third. Snake eyes for the Bruins. Baseball is such a random sport that we like to use gambling analogies. Snake eyes, full house. Just because there's so much chaos that can go on, anything can really happen. First pitch is going to be fouled away. This is number 7, Peterson. Peterson struck out twice, and he reached on an error but scored in the 4th. Now here he is, and he looks at a ball that's low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike, runners on the corners. 2 outs. Matias Garcia trying to get the Wolves out of this inning. The kick from Garcia, now the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to third baseman Lopez. He fumbles it, trying to recover the throw. Not going to be in time. So run is going to score. That's going to be the 10th of the game for the Bruins. On an error. So E5 in the books. Brewer moves to second. Peterson is on first. First pitch to number 12, Araldi, is low. That's a ball. First and second, 2 outs, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swung through and missed. It was a fastball at the belly button, and Araldi swung underneath it. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is Rizzo. He flew out to the center fielder in his last at-bat. Now the pitch is outside. So 2-1 the count. The runner at first, diving back to first. No one was looking at him, but he wanted to go home dirty. First and second, 2 outs. The pitch popped up. Right side of the field. Harris is coming in on it in foul territory. Harris makes the grab and ends the inning. The score is now 10-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. Mason Harris leads off the bottom of the 5th inning. He reached on a double. And 3-1 now against Harris. So again, Harris reached on a walk in the first, and he ended up scoring the second run for the Wolves. And he grounded out to the shortstop in the second. Now he swings through this one and sends it straight back. And the Wolves haven't really been fouling off a lot of pitches in this game. If they are to swing it, they put it in play. So this full house belongs to the pitcher. But Harris beats the full house. He draws a walk. Now batting is Andre Lopez, jersey number 4. Lopez hit a single in the first, and he popped up to the pitcher in the third. He is in the 5th with 1 runner on, nobody out. Trying to send it to Johnson. Johnson's on deck. The shadow is now just at second base. The runner goes. Pitch was high. Here's the throw. Safe. Harris somehow got there standing. So, I don't think I've seen that before. The throw was high, which is good for a catcher. And Harris just got a hell of a jump. He was already slowing down before the throw even got there. Now that one is lowered away. So Harris stole second, in case you didn't hear. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. And everyone's paying attention to Harris now over at second base. Three balls, no strikes. The kick and the pitch is a called strike, so Lopez has to stay in the box. Now the pitch is strike 2, called. So Lopez didn't quite agree with it. But either way, this full house now belongs to the pitcher. After working himself back 3-0, it's now 3-2. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. The throw safe. So now Harris steals third, standing as well. That's a ton of speed from Harris over there. It was a hit and run. Lopez swung right through it. But 2 standing stolen bases for Mason Harris. Here's Noah Johnson. First pitch is a called strike. You can hear it from the umpire. Very good, healthy call. That's what you want to see. And the 0-1. Ooh, he almost caught it, but it was at the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1. High. Strike. 1-2 the count. And the 1-2. Swung on, line drive, right center field. That's a base hit. Harris can walk in, and that makes it 10-5. Good piece of hitting from Noah Johnson. Just a straight line drive to right center field. One of the hardest hit balls all day. So here's Savon Sam, jersey number 2. Hit by a pitch in the first, and he flew out to left field in the third. Now they check up on the runner at first. Diving back safely is Johnson. Johnson's got some sneaky speed. He's not the fastest runner on the team by any measure, but he's certainly capable of stealing a bag if needed. That one is going to be sky out in the air. Stays in the infield. The first baseman camps underneath it and secures out number 2 of the 5th inning. Here is Mateus Garcia. Garcia hit that triple back in the 4th, and he scored the 3rd run of the Wolves ball game. And he reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st. Now that ball's going to get away from the catcher, and Johnson was already on his way to second. He's going to stay there. So that first pitch was a ball, 1 ball, no strikes against Garcia. Now the pitch, fouled away. Garcia was eager at that shoulder high fastball. I don't know how he made contact with it, but it was a good healthy swing nonetheless. And that ball is fouled away. If you're a student at American Canyon, we could use all the help that we can get. So please ask Coach Brown. He's a PE coach as well as a history teacher. Now the pitch is low. It's going to get away from the catcher. He doesn't know where it is, and Johnson moves to third. So Johnson gets all the way to third after reaching on a single, an RBI single, mind you. So now Garcia's got a runner on third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Bruins pitcher sets. The kick and the pitch is way inside. Oh, that's going to hit Garcia. Dead ball. Johnson has to go back to third, and the Wolves have rolled a pair of snake eyes. So that's going to bring Cole Glower, jersey number 14. He flew out to right field back in the 1st inning. He had a single, a couple stolen bases, and a run scored in the 4th. So a very productive trip for this young man. Lots of speed. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. It's at the letters for a called strike. The 0-1 is just a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfield playing more towards center. The right field line is left way open. The right fielder is playing more right center They're playing to his pull side, and the center fielder is playing rather shallow for Goaler. All Goaler has to do is poke one over the head of the first baseman. And he swings through that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. Johnson at third, Garcia on first, and a big, wide open field down the right field line. The second baseman's even shaded over towards second base, and the first baseman's holding the runner on. The 2-2 swung through, foul tipped into the glove, and that's going to end the inning. So the Wolves score 1 as we head into the top of the 6th.
No, you like it. Okay, this year.
Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. Now pitching on the mound is jersey number 2, Savan Sam. So Savan Sam is out there, jersey number 2, and for his first pitching appearance of the year. So we're going to get to see what Savan Sam looks like on the mound for the first time. He's going to face off against jersey number 4, Rizzo. Rizzo is 1 for 3. He had a single back in the 3rd, and he flew out to the center fielder back in the 4th. First pitch from Sam is high. 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses the zone as well. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. Ooh, a little half swing strike for Rizzo. And the 1-1 low. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one bounced right on the outside corner. Oh, 3-1 to count, excuse me. There's a very slight wind moving from left to right here on the field. That one is swung on and lined foul. So this full house belongs to the pitcher. He worked himself back after falling behind 3-1. Now strike 3 called. And we will see him later. Savan Sam strikes out the first batter he saw here in the 6th. Here's the leadoff batsman, jersey number 24, Christensen. Christensen in the first inning, he walked and scored. In the second, he walked and scored. Now he's going to line a grounder to Royce Hall, who makes the play at first. What a play from Hall. He had to get the short hop on the run. He made the silky smooth slinging sidearm throw across the diamond on his right foot. And what a play from Royce Hall right there. That's not easy to do. That's going to be the second out of the inning. One of the first web gems of today. Now it's going to be 2-0 to Mendez. Mendez walked and scored in the first, he walked and scored in the second, and he walked and scored in the fifth. He did also walk in the fifth, but did not score. So 3 runs from the walk. Mendez hasn't really gotten the swing all day, but now Savan Sam gives them something to look at. A strike at the letters, 2-1 to count. And that just shows how deadly walks can be for anyone, really. A free base will eventually score. Now that one is going to be tapped foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Savan Sam trying to have the first clean inning of the day for the Wolves. He has a chance to right here with 1 pitch. He peeks in and he sets. The kick, the pitch, high. So taking over in the outfield for Savan Sam is Cole Goller. He's now in center. Johnson stays in left. And it looks like that's Garcia out in right. Now the pitch is high. So a free base. The 5th walk of the day for Mendez, if you can believe it or not. Now he stands on first. Yep, that is jersey number 9. Matias Garcia out in right. It's going to be Lopez and Hall on the left side of the infield, Harris and Schmeling in the right side. That doesn't change. Brown still the catcher. Smith, jersey number 9, he's up to bat right now. A single in the first, a sac fly in the second, a single in the fourth, and a triple in the fifth. Now he looks at strike 1 from Savan Sam. Sam misses with that curveball high, so Sam has a good fastball. It's a very loud pop. It's a very heavy pitch. You can tell you need a strong arm to be a center fielder. It's just that curveball is not quite biting for him today. And now there's a swing and a foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But if he can get out of the inning unscathed, that just shows the prowess of his pitching abilities. You don't always have your best stuff, but if you somehow work with it and get out of the inning, that's all that really matters. Now that curveball misses behind the batsman Smith. It gets away from the catcher Brown, and Mendez moves to second. So Dylan Brown, the catcher, sets up outside, and that pitch is low. Good stop from Dylan Brown. That ball was in the dirt. He nearly got away, so this full house belongs to the batsman. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on second base. 10-5 the score is. Sam on the mound working from the stretch. Here it is. And the full house wins the battle. Smith draws a walk. First and second now for Thacker. That one is outside. The shadows have reached the outfield now. The sky is starting to change color. And the pitch, low. Two balls, no strikes. Savant sets above the letters. Now here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Right side of the field. Harris stabs at it. Now it's going to be a foot race. And they got him. Good play for Mason Harris, having to scramble to first on his own. He gets the out. We're going to head into the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning now. Due up is Schmeling, Hall, and Brown. Schmeling today, only starting his 3rd plate appearance. He hit a double in the 2nd and had the sac fly to left field in the 4th, so he's had a very productive day. Good on that man right there. Schmeling, one of the brighter personalities in that Wolves dugout. And that first pitch is up over his head. Schmeling's the type of player where you can see his smile from across the field. It's so bright, so infectious. Now the 1-0 pitch is at the letters for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 just above the letters now. 2-1 the count. Schmeling with a very wide stance, a very athletic stance, like he's ready to pounce. And he pounces on that one and sends it up. The catcher or the third baseman have a play. Oh, it's going to drop. You almost thought the third baseman had a chance on it. It was in foul territory. The catcher would have had a difficult play. It would have been an awkward position. The pitcher, you just never count on for those types of foul balls. But the third baseman came charging in. He slid at the last minute out of desperation and it somehow landed. So, tough play. Schmeling stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch, swung on and missed. And Schmeling upset with himself there. Out number 1. Here's Royce Hall. Hall today was hit by a pitch in the 1st. He ended up scoring a run. He then flew out to the left fielder and then grounded out to the first baseman. So he's put the ball in play whenever he has had the chance to swing the bat. No doubt he's going to be swinging away here. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. If the Wolves can somehow pull off a miracle and essentially double their score, +1 to make it 11, the game would be over in the next 3 outs in the top of the 7th. That's the best case scenario. But the Wolves are just trying not to go down quietly. as Hall fouls that one straight back. They want to put up a fight. They know they're capable. Just a tough start that they couldn't quite rebound from. 3 runs surrendered in the top of the first. Now that one is fouled away. Two balls, 2 strikes to Royce Hall. There's a line drive base hit up the middle, and Royce Hall is trying to get things started. He does there. And sends Noah, that sends Dylan Brown to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. Ooh, in the dirt, and Hall is going to find himself standing on second. That pitch is taken for a ball. The Wolves dugout is getting very loud. They're back in this ball game. You can tell they're getting excited. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, high, deep left field, but foul. And wow, that was one of the hardest hit balls today. Wasted foul. So 2-1 the count, still a good hitters count for Dylan Brown. This game is going to have to wrap up quickly. The sun is setting, and that ball's outside. The top of the sky is still rather blue, but more towards the horizon you can start to see some of those orange hues just above the American Canyon hills. The field is squarely located right in the canyon. That is American Canyon. Now the pitch. In the air, that's going to stay in the infield. The second baseman is calling everyone off, and he's going to have it. 2 away here for Mason Harris. Harris today has a walk in the first, and he scored. He grounded out to the shortstop in the second. He walked, stole 2 bases, and scored again in the 5th. Now he lines this one to left field for a base hit. They're trying to send Hall home. The ball is fumbled around in the outfield. Hall's going to make it standing. And an RBI single for Mason Harris. That was a hard hit ball just over the head of the third baseman. Hall comes around from second to score the 6th run of the day. And Harris is on first with a single. Here's Andre Lopez. And this game is winding down quickly. You're in danger of this game getting called. Could be any minute now. You have to remember that a baseball is essentially a projectile. Every single one of these players has a cannon on their hand that doesn't have a glove on it. And you don't want to be The runner goes. Strike on the pitch, and Harris gets there standing again. I don't know how he does it. He's the only player I've seen to be able to do that. 3 times today, he's gotten the second standing. We're going to call that an SBS, a stolen base standing. 3rd one of the day for Harris. He's the type of player that you can come up with a new stat for just to measure his athletic ability. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the cleanup hitting Andre Lopez. And that one is low. So good eye from Lopez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on second. Lopez today hit a single in the first, and that's been it. He's 1 for 3, looking to be 2 for 4 with an RBI. The 2-2. Swung on the ground, in front of the fielders. The throw across the diamond, safe! And an infield single for Andre Lopez. One thing to point out though was Harris came in front of the third baseman and the shortstop, and that caused a lot of confusion, which helped Andre Lopez get safe. So good base running for Mason Harris again. And that really sets the table for Noah Johnson. The runner goes. Pitch is high, no throw. Johnson walked in the first, lined out in the third, and he singled in the fifth. So he's 1 for 2. Now he's got 2 runners in scoring position. He started this ball game, and he's the one who gave up those 3 runs in the first. He has a chance to make up for it now. Now he takes a big hack at that one and sends it flying onto the softball field. 1 ball, 1 strike now for Noah Johnson. Lopez on second after the stolen base. Here's the 1-1. Low. And Harris thought about it, but didn't get too far away from the catcher. Good hesitation there. And you can hear Lopez cheering on Johnson from second base. That's always a good teammate. Could also be that Lopez is trying to signal to Johnson. Perhaps he's catching a sign from the catcher. Oh, that one's over the head of Johnson. He lays off of that easily. 3 balls and 1 strike. And now time is called. Well, it's a good move from the opposing coach to call timeout right now. Why? Because the stadium doesn't have lights. So the more the sun sets, the more likely the umpire is going to call the game, and it's going to be a final score. No lights at this field, unfortunately. It's all day games. It's why before daylight savings, all the game times start at 3:30. After daylight savings, all the game times start at 4. But right now, this is really just a stalling tactic. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. There's nothing much to discuss here. I mean, even if Johnson hits a home run, the Bruins are still leading 10-9. So some valuable daylight is being lost as the Bruins coach takes his time walking off the field. Got to respect the gamemanship right there. So nothing of value was said, but the Bruins have returned to their positions. 3-1 the count with 2 outs. Johnson at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, right back, up the middle. The second baseman, he's going to have to hurry, but they're going to get the out at first. That's going to wrap up the 6th inning as we head into the top of the 7th. Am I up?
Wait, is that the end? Yeah, the end. Oh, okay. I literally.
Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. Noah Johnson has moved over. We'll try to find where he is. It looks like his evening may be over. The outfield goes Golo in left now. Savon Som back in center. Matias Garcia in right. The infield stays the same, but coming in the pitch is Dylan Brown. Catching Chris Miller. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is a strike and a quick 0-2. And you can tell that Dylan Brown knows what's going on. That's why he's pitching so quickly. Now the 0-2. Swung on the ground. Rose Hall! Oh, he misses it. That's not something you see Rose Hall do very often. And it was right to him through the legs. Tough play for that young man. That's going to be an error. But Brown is pitching as quickly as he can. He sees the sun setting. And look at the difference in pace of play. Number 21 is coming in to replace Peterson. This is Brewer, excuse me. Peterson is on deck. Brewer is at the plate. And he swings through that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called. Brown gets him looking on the outside corner. So there's the first out of the inning. Peterson at the plate, O'Reilly on deck. The pitch upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Now here's the 1-0. Swung through and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another strike call. 1-2 the count now. 1 away with 1 runner on. And some more stalling tactics. We're going to have a pinch runner at first. Number 26 comes in. 14 is out. Here is Dilly at first. He takes a much bigger lead. Brown has to check on him. He throws over. Trying to make sure he doesn't get too fancy over there. And swing you later. Brown gets Peterson the strikeout on that upstairs fastball. Second strikeout of the inning for Brown. Here's O'Reilly. First pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one is low again. 2-0. Brown's working very fast. It's almost like he wants to catch the ball standing on the rubber. Now, he fires high. 3-0 the count. Brown might be working a little too fast. He needs time to catch his breath. Now, 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Right down Broadway for a strike. Miller knows the assignment. He's giving it back to Brown as quick as he can. He comes set. Here's the 3-1. And another strike from Brown. This full house belongs to the pitcher after falling behind 3-0. And fouled away. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I think the umpires have agreed that they want to finish this game. Payoff pitch. Tapped down the line, foul. Just foul. By maybe a couple of feet. Good thing, though, because otherwise Lopez would have had to make a tough play. Brown sets for another 3-2. Swing you later. He swings through that fastball to end the inning. We're heading into the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back to the Wolves baseball broadcast. Yvonne Sam is going to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. The Wolves are down by 4. 3 runs surrendered in the first. 1-0, 3, then 3, then 0-0 for a total of 10 runs for the Bruins. The Wolves have scored 2 in the first, 0-0, then 2, then 1 and 1. So it's 10-6. It's Sam, Garcia, and Goler due up, the 6, 7, 8 batsmen. It's a very dim setting right now at the stadium. I don't know how Savon Sam was able to get a piece of that, but he did. 0-1 the count. And that one is low and away to the backstop. This is jersey number 10 for the Bruins. Thacker on the mound. Low and away. 2-1 to count. So Thacker, the cleanup hitter. Thacker the hacker. Now takes a hack at the mound. The sky is now purple. And swing and a miss from Sam. He goes out in front of that low and away off-speed pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thacker trying to play mind games. He tried to signal off speed to his catcher. Oh, now he's trying to talk to him, so it looks like some signal issues maybe. Not understanding the signs. It was Thacker's first time on the mound today. It's still early in the season. So many things to discuss. Here's the 3-2. And oh! So what was that? A strikeout call. It looked like Sam was able to hold up his swing. But the home plate umpire said he went around. The ball was dropped. And so the catcher had to tag out Sam for the strikeout. First pitch to Garcia. He stays in the game as a strike. 0-1 the count. The pitch from Thacker is swung through and missed. Garcia was on top of that letter high fastball. 0-2. Swung on, flared up the middle. That's going to drop. The throw is not in time, and an infield single for Matias Garcia. Here's Cole Goler. Goler's 1 for 3 today with 2 stolen bases and a run scored. He's also been playing phenomenal outfield. He played in both left and right field. Now here he is in the very dim bottom of the 7th. The kick and the pitch outside. Days like today, you are waiting for daylight savings. And he swings underneath that shoulder high fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, on the bright side, this is the coolest I've ever seen the American Canyon scoreboard. Nice bright orange LED out there. Now signals 2-1 to count. Garcia with a moderate lead over at first. The pitch to Goler swung through and missed. Again, underneath that high fastball. Two balls, 2 strikes with a runner on. The Wolves are on their last breath. Here's the pitch. Outside. So this full house belongs to the batsman. Goler patiently looking at that outside pitch. Brings it 3-2. The payoff pitch and the full house wins the battle. Goler draws the walk and he heads to first. It's so dark I can hardly even see my scorecard here at the stadium. Garcia moves to second. Schmeling now at the plate. Schmeling today has had a lot of contact. He only struck out once in the 6th. But his first 2 out bats, he had a double and a sac fly. No better person to have up at the plate right now. Bottom of the 7th. 10-6, and another timeout call. You can tell why they're calling time. There's nothing to talk about in the 10-6 game other than, hey, what's up? How you doing? What are you going to do for dinner tonight?
Hey, let's go, man.
What else could they be talking about? They could be talking about their Yu-Gi-Oh card collection, if that's still a thing. Could be talking about... They're really just talking about how dark it's getting right now. And how much darker it is now in the at-bat. It's getting darker by the minute. And Schmeling now has the darkest at-bat of the day. Bottom of the 7th with 1 out. 2 runners on. 10-6. The pitch from Thacker is at the eyes. 2 balls and no strikes. Thacker sets. The kick and the pitch, low. So 3-0 the count. Schmeling, no doubt, is going to take a pitch. Now, head coach Matt Brown is speaking to the umpires, and it looks like they're going to call this game. I'm not sure if this game is over or if this game is suspended, but that will end the broadcast. So again, thank you to the help that we've had in the booth, Scarlett and Janelle. if you run into them later on this week, be sure to tell them what a great job they did. Scarlett was the one updating the balls and strikes, and Janelle was the one updating the camera angles. My name again is Coach Rassal. We'll see you next week for the next broadcast. Thank you.